Music artists and entrepreneurs, what's good? Mike Sarge here from MikeSarge.com. And look, I need to talk to some of y'all because your expectations for your career are way off and we need to recalibrate them joints real fast. Today's episode is sponsored by Classic Studios, so you don't want to miss this one. Now go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's work. Salutes to that. Alright, so listen up, guys. True story. A friend of mine was asking me for advice because they just felt like quitting. They just felt like quitting just straight out. Why? Because what they were pursuing, it wasn't going as planned. It wasn't going, like they dreamed it of going. So between the lack of support from family and friends, between their financial situation not being where they wanted it, and also, a little bit of doubt in themselves and a lot of fear that they weren't going to quote unquote make it. A lot of that was filtering in. Now, the portion that had me pause for a minute and what caused me to ultimately tell them to stop talking is the moment when they said this: it's getting too hard. It's just too difficult. Now, in regards to that statement, I'm going to respond to you guys in the exact same way that I responded to them. Now, granted, they know that I was talking to them in love, but you guys get the point. And so what? So what that it's hard? So what that it's difficult? Matter of fact, a better question is, what did you expect? What else did you expect? Like, don't you know that nothing worth having is easy to, acquire or keep? Nothing. So who cares that it's tough? Who cares that it's hard? You should know this already. But then I realized there are many creatives like you and me, and we miss the boat when it comes to the expectations for whatever we're pursuing. So today I'm going to talk about three things that you should consider when it comes to your expectations and whatever you're pursuing, whether that's music or education or law enforcement, whatever it is. These three things you need to pay attention to, and these three things you need to know. So go ahead, buckle up your seatbelts, and let's ride. All right, the first thing that many of you guys are not expecting when pursuing something is the fact that you don't expect to work. All right, so listen, look, if you're in music, that's cool, right? That's cool that you're writing songs. That's cool that you're making beats. That's cool that you're recording music, you're recording your vocals, and you're releasing music. But who cares? Who cares? And I don't mean to sound, rude or whatever, but who cares? That's what everyone else is doing. If you tell me that you're a vocalist, you tell me that you're a singer, you tell me that you're a rapper or that you're a part of a band, that's what you're supposed to do. It's what you're supposed to do. That is what is expected of you, right? So you're not doing anything outside of your comfort zone. That's not real work. Many people that work with me or they talk with me on a regular basis, they know that through a 7-day week, right? 7 days in a week, I'm probably only making music 3 to 4 of those days. So you're probably wondering, okay, so what is he doing the other days of the week? I am studying, I am learning, I am doing things different. I'm talking to people that know more than me. I am seeking out master classes, reading books, all those other things. Because if I'm just in my comfort zone, that's not work. All right, if you're doing what you already have as a God-given ability, that's not work. That's being lazy. That's being lazy, that's being comfortable, and you're not going to go far being lazy and comfortable. So for those of you that really want to be about something, make sure that you put in the work. Expect to work. All right, so the next thing I would say is that many of you don't expect hardship. For whatever reason, you do not expect speed bumps and hardship to hit your way. As you guys know, as many of you know, life doesn't always go as we planned it, right? And same thing in whatever you're pursuing, right? Bad things will happen sometimes. Things that you weren't expecting, super spontaneous things, they happen. You're going to have letdowns. You're going to have people not respond to your emails. You're going to have people tell you that your stuff isn't good. You're going to have people boost you up and gas you up just to find out that they didn't really feel that way in the first place. You're going to have, family members and friends talk about you. You're going to have people doubt or not really believe in your dream, believe in your passion, or, you're going to have people that doubt the fact that you can become an entrepreneur. You're going to have times where you doubt yourself and when fear starts to creep in, and that's okay. If you haven't heard it from anyone else, you're going to hear it from me, and that's okay. That's actually normal. It's a part of the process, right? You have to go through the storm. You have to go through the storm. You have to go through some growing pains, but it's necessary. If you can recognize that it's necessary and that it's going to happen, but you just got to stay village. No, that's not the word I was looking for. Resilient. We're going to go with that word. Anyway, if you stay resilient, all right, you guys will be okay. I promise. If you surround yourself with people that legitimately care about you, if you surround yourself with content and people that consistently are pouring into you, oh, you're going to be just, you're going to be just fine. But remember, it's a part of the process, and don't be ashamed of it. Don't be scared to fail. All right, so the last point I'm going to make today is the fact that a lot of you do not expect to win. You guys are not expecting to get the W. Now listen, look, some of y'all have been putting in the time. A lot of you guys have been putting in the work, but you don't believe in yourself. There's no confidence. We don't hear it. We don't see the fire in you. For whatever reason, you're still doubting yourself, even though you've been putting in the time. You've been studying for that exam. You should expect to walk into that exam and kill that joint. Forget what you did last time. You should be expecting to kill it. If you've been in the gym practicing your free throws and your 3-point percentage, you should expect better results when it comes to game time. If you have been running, you've been working out, things like that, you should expect your run time to be better 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now. You should not be surprised when you start losing weight and things like that. If you've been practicing and you've been learning, you've been taking master classes, and you've really been honing in on your craft, especially as an artist, someone within music, you shouldn't be surprised when you start throwing, dope shows and people start giving you compliments and start sharing and liking and doing all those things, because you've been putting in the work. So again, some of you guys are putting in the work, but you have to expect the win. Stop having a loser mentality. You have to go into situations, especially when you've been putting in the work, you've been putting in the time, you have been investing in yourself. Expect to win. We don't have no more loser mentalities. That was 2018, that was 2017 and 16. 2019, man, we are working. We are reaping what we already sowed, what we already put into the ground. You feel me? You guys start having that winning mentality. Stop, run away from the doubt, run away from the fear. Anything that's feeding that, let it go. Leave it in the trash. Leave it with last year, and do you. So again, you got to have that winner's mentality to get to where you're trying to go. Whew, that was a little heavy, but we made it. You guys made it. Hey, listen, let me know. Did you like this video? If so, go ahead and hit that like button, then hit that subscribe button so you get notified every time I drop a new video. Also, if there's a particular topic that you want me to talk about, go ahead, go into the comment section. I do read my comments, and I will add your suggestion to the list. And as always, be you, enjoy your life, live authentic. Salutes to that, and I'll catch y'all later.